Hello, welcome to the old Hurricane Canal system. This system was created in 1893 and completed in 1904. It took a long time because it was an extremely difficult project. There are historical markers around the area, and there's about 12 tunnels that were dug at the time in about a 7.5-mile radius. And here's some of the canal systems along the way. A lot of the canal systems have been dug up or destroyed, but there are some that are still around depending on which part of the 7.5-mile range you're on in this canal system. Here's a bridge that goes into the side of the mountain into one of the former caves that are there. We'll go inside of it here, but the water went through this mountain here, came out to the other side to continue down the road there. We're not going to check out all of them. There's 11 different ones, and you have to kind of drive to each one separately, but here's the first one that we came across. This one's one of the easier ones to hike to. There's actually a historic marker at the beginning of the trail, and it's a pretty quick, maybe half-a-mile trail just to get here. Some of the other ones are going to be a lot more difficult to get to as they're on the side of cliffs. The people who created these tunnels were basically using hand tools most of the time. They didn't really have much more than that and then dynamite to create them. There weren't machinery and things like that to create it, so it took a long time. And because of the rock being so loose as well, they would dynamite an area, complete it, move on, and then there'd be a rock slide or something that would destroy it and have to go back and fix years of work. So it took a very long time to complete this project. The reason why this project happened was because a lot of these towns that were being settled in the area were being settled near water, near rivers and streams, and during the rainy season these streams and rivers would raise to the point of actually flooding into their town, ruining their crops and things like that. So they got really sick and tired of that, so they're trying to find another way around it. So they went further into town away from all the water, but not having water, they weren't really sure what to do. So they debated for many years and decided that a canal system would be the best option. Although the reason they debated so much is because it would be so difficult to do. And as they started the project, it ended up being even more difficult than they anticipated, but they kept pushing on and progressing and eventually did complete it. The workers were paid by shareholders who were hoping to farm the land in the area to make it work so they could have irrigation for their farms. All in all, it did work out. They finished it, and it did give irrigation to many farms in the area, and eventually the town of Hurricane became what it is. This is actually another one that we found further down the road. We had to drive to this one, a different section of it. But these are the only two that we visited here, just these two tunnels here. I'll take you to this last one here. But there are, again, 9 more that we didn't see, and that aren't even mapped. We'd have to really search to find those, and who knows how difficult they really are to get to. But from what I understand, there's at least one other one you can hike to that's part of a different trail, but the rest of them I'm not really sure how hard they are to get to or where they're at along this way. But I hear they can be pretty difficult and hard to follow. Even just following the canal itself would be really difficult, just because a lot of it's worn away and eroded. There's been landslides and things like that, so you are most of the time going through some pretty steep cliffs trying to follow the canal. So at this point, it wouldn't be very safe and it would be difficult. But this is the canal, and thank you very much for watching.